Hi, my name is Andrzej Krzywda. I'm on my quest and my journey from 2100 to the international master title. And the first milestone I want to reach is 2200 so that I can get the master candidate title. Last time I recorded a video where I was happy to share that I earned 32 points of ELO, and this means that now I'm 2180. Just recently I played another tournament, and unfortunately I didn't play that well, and I lost seven or 8 points of ELO. So I'm a bit more far now from my goal, but that's okay. I lost 4 games. That's quite a lot. I won 3 games. That's good, and 2 draws. My overall play was not really good. And I want to show you some critical moments from all of my 9 games. So I will go quite fast over them just to show you the most important parts. So here I was playing black, and I forgot the line. And instead of the right move, which is bishop f3, I played a5 because somehow I thought that this is the plan, knight a6 and knight b4. I completely forgot that after e4 I'm basically out of play, and this was really a bad position for me. However, somehow I have managed to get to this position, so without an exchange, with inequality. And in this position my opponent let me play queen a7, so suddenly I get some chances here, and I have nice coordination. After several moves, it was very close to a draw, and I was very happy with that. But at this moment, I played this c5 move, which I was also very happy of because now I can play queen to d3. And somehow now I decided that it was a very stupid thing for me. I was over ambitious. I was, trying to find a draw somehow magically, but I wasn't able. Here, knight f3, and I saw that knight f3 was just draw, nothing else. But somehow I thought, well, we were both short of time, so maybe I will try to win now because knight is very dangerous. This didn't work. My opponent nicely opened the G file. I even helped with this move, so that was very bad. And in the end, he found a way of mating me somewhere in the middle of the board, so not very cool. That was an international master, so at least it was a very strong opponent. Then I played with Adam Czochnitsky, who was a bit lower rated than me, and now I'm playing white, and we got to this position, which is a quiet variation, quiet line, the Najdorf thing. And here I prepared a trap. A5 was actually prepared. And the trap is that it's very tempting to go knight c5, rook c5, and it looks like the a5 pawn should be hanging, which was the thing. But knight a4 is actually quite a nice move because here he's just losing the exchange. But overall, I was like trying to convert this for a very long time, very long time. And in the end, I had to risk a lot to open the position. So here we are where I'm closer to open the position, and f4 is now preparing the thing. What is good for me is the bishop, which doesn't play yet, but it does have a look at my king somehow. This was a nice move because he can't take with anything else. However, d5 was probably even maybe winning for him. I wasn't checking this, but in the end I have found this knife maneuver. So queen to d7, winning immediately. Good for me, and lucky for me. Now I'm playing black against Wolfgang Payeken, who is a FIDE master, 2270. I played a line which involves sacrificing a pawn. I didn't really get anything out of the opening. I played it very bad, and we ended up in this position where he's already much better. But also here I played this horrible move c5, letting him go bishop b5. So it's already totally lost, but somehow he let me. He just gave me the exchange back. He didn't have to. He could go knight d4, for example. But he was scared, and also we were both short of time, so he did let me. And everything was just cleared to equal ending. Now I'm playing with black again, against Krzysztof Chojnacki, who I have beaten in the last tournament, so that was nice. Here was a revenge time. The nice thing is that we actually ended up in this position. I knew the main line is bishop c3, but somehow I wanted to go into a sideline very early. And we ended up with this Carlsbad structure. And I played this plan, which I shown also in one of my last videos, which involves knight a6 and c7. And I did follow this plan, so knight d6 is always a good knight in this structure. And after g5, I was already prepared for knight, actually knight e8 now, but I'm actually able to get rid of the knight here. But for some reason I decided that, well, this is still okay, this is okay, and now I should have played f6. F6 and everything is great. Somehow I was afraid of knight c5, but then queen c8 and everything's fine. F6 was the move to play to open the position here. He has this, bishop, bad bishop here, so I would have a good chances here. Instead, I wanted to occupy the white squares, so which was also okay. This position shouldn't be bad for black, but I wasn't able to open the position. And in the end, that was an interesting moment because he played b4, which was surprising to me, and I thought, okay, a b4, I'm fine. But then he made this intermediate move. I realized that his plan of queen h3, queen h7 is much better when he has a bishop on b4. Somehow I didn't take into account that much. And now I should have actually played fg6 so that when queen to h6, that was much better. And when here, I'm just blocking on this square, like whatever he plays in here. He's playing queen h7. This is a very computer line. I wouldn't be able to play it probably, but it looks good. Now I'm actually ready to start some play, maybe prepare c5. Yeah, there are some things to play while white doesn't really have that easy game here. So in the end, unfortunately, I just was mated somewhere here. Okay, next game. Next game is white against Adam Pavlich. And we ended up in this position. I prepared this maneuver knight e3, which was just played knight e3, knight d5, which for some reason I thought is correct. Here he could actually have taken this, knight d5, e d5, bishop d5. If bishop d8, then bishop f3, and queen f3. And in the end, he's just a pawn up, I think, here. So nothing really exciting, but somehow he trusted me here. So in this line, I'm much better. My bishop is open, this bishop is playing, this knight is super awesome. The rook is playing, and now this was a very forcing line. In the end, I was just a piece up. However, we ended up in this position, which I thought would be like super easy to convert. Apparently, it's not so super easy. It took me a while to get to him, but I can maybe show. Like, obviously, I need to find what is his current weakness and just try to attack. So, like here. Okay, and the next position is me with white against Arkadiusz Korbal. Here I played very badly in the opening, because if in the Italian he can get his knight on f4 very easily without me getting any counterplay, then something went wrong, and there was something wrong here. And I was very confused after this move. Queen b5, I thought it's like totally weird idea of my opponent, but I think it was correct. Also, it was correct in this way that he provoked me to play d5, because I thought maybe I would have some chances of catching the queen, and he needs to go back. But obviously, this is just reducing the pressure in the center, and he's prepared to get some play in here with f5. So I totally underestimated his idea here, and he outplayed me very nicely with just regrouping his pieces, getting his pieces into the king side again, and I'm basically without any game, and he's prepared to play things like this, like knight g2, and in the end he converted it quite nicely. However, he did give me a chance, so he played this move, and rook g7 was my chance here. But still, this is not a position I could defend, so I lost. Here I'm playing against Robert Kula, 2300, so a draw was a nice result. We are repeating the line, actually. I'm black against from my previous game, but here I actually took, and I was a little bit more aware what I should play. I think as black, I went from the opening quite nicely. I have some white squares for myself in the center, so it was quite okay. Now I have the line, so still I think I'm have quite a good game. Here probably was a lose of tempo. I should probably play f5 immediately because that's my plan anyway in this position. And I think I was lacking this tempo. I could have, have this knight already here. Still, the position is quite healthy. A4 is a weakness. I'm prepared for some. I'm creating some pressure here. But knight f4, I think it was a nice move, which I think equalizes. And now we are in a position where I'm moving my queen to this side to create some pressure because I'm already at risk of getting an ending with a pair of bishop. And now this is slightly losing here, so a4 was a nice move I found, and now we have perpetual repeat. We have repeated 3 times, so not bad as a result. But probably queen b8 in this position was still better for me, so I didn't have to repeat the lines. But again, pressure on time. This game against Wojciech Śmieszek was very important to me. That was like the 8th round, my last chance to get some decent result. But instead of winning, I lost. In the beginning, in the opening, I get a nice position after c5. He can't take because this is pinned. This was correct. And now instead of cd6, I think queen c2 would be more correct. And then waiting if he goes queen c7, then castle and dc5, maybe bc5. I have a really nice position here. And this wouldn't be such a weakness. Instead, in the game, a2 was the weakness till the end. So even after this position, this was the deciding factor here, and was very hard to defend, and I lost. So the last game against Sławomir Krasowski, 1900, was at least good for me because playing black the last round, I decided to play it a little bit unusual, knight a5, like immediately without ending the development, threatening knight c4, so b3. And bishop d7 was like trying to prepare knight rook c8. And now after knight c2, actually I saw that this might be coming, and I saw that this is losing a piece, so I was quite glad that I calculated this. Whichever line he chooses, he just loses a piece. This bishop has no way to go. So at least a happy end of the tournament. But overall, -7 points to the ELO, so I'm a bit behind my plan right now. Hopefully next month, the next tournament will go better. Thanks for all the support, and thanks for watching the videos, and see you in the next video.